Nathan Ruff, thenathanruff.com. I own a web design development company called 19 and a social media marketing company
Nice
called
plugging.
Tiger.
Tiger, love it, love the plug. Go ahead,
The
Nathan.
question is, I feel like a lot of small businesses fail because they refuse to accept.
Dude, who are you asking a question of? Like the Vayner Nation or me?
Sorry.
Let's go. Go ahead.
I feel like a lot of small businesses fail because they refuse to accept what they're not good at. For example, I suck at accounting, so I have somebody do accounting for me, but I see people, they suck at photography, but they're still doing their photography and it's hurting their brand.
Yeah.
They're not accepting that.
Okay.
What is your thoughts on that?
Cool, thank you. I mean, again, as somebody who's been following my stuff, I think we agree on this, right? Like, I'm a big fan of going all in on your strengths and outsourcing or not focusing on your weaknesses. I think you've got it pegged right. I think the one thing is, sometimes it's obvious, right? Don't get caught in the obvious, meaning it's obvious to you that you suck at accounting. It's kind of easy, right? It's math, like, you probably also don't wanna or like doing it. That's easy. It's the thing that's in the shadows, that's not as obvious. There's something you're doing right now that a lot of people could do better than you. It's easy when you're an F at it and you know you need an A. But what about the fact that you might be doing something right now at Tiger or somewhere else where you're a B at it, but you could afford to have somebody be an A at it? That's where people miss the mistake. So it takes deep self-awareness. I'm not a big believer in like, try harder to be better at this thing. I think it's a waste of resources, energy, and happiness often. Now, if you get off on that kind of thing, like persevering, knock yourself out, roll how you want to roll. But for me, big believer, I'm betting on all your strengths and trying to find compliments to your weaknesses.
How would you,
a new one for Ask GaryVee. Like, this is cool. When they're live, they can get to follow up.
How would you bring it up? Like, people with a terrible website, doesn't even work on a mobile device, and they're just not getting it. Do I just accept that, okay, they're not going to get it and walk away? Or how would you bring up saying, hey, you're not really good at that?
Now you're asking me a sales question, I think, right? Like, are you saying to reach out to somebody and say, hey, we should do that for you?
No, even like from just a helping, providing value. Like, hey, you're not good at this. I don't think my company's the right fit, but you're not good at this. I'm just telling you, like,
one of the things that I do, one of the things I do tactically is just call people out on it, right? Like, I'll reply to them publicly on Twitter and say, hey, you just tweeted wrong. Here's the, my classic, like, everybody does this wrong on Twitter. I'm not scared to do, my route is simple. Polite, you're not getting it, and I still care enough, which is very rare, then I'm gonna drill you in your face. Thanks, man. Oh crap, wait, subscribe! I need subscriptions because I can't push this many right hooks in social.